Hello and welcome back to the channel. Look at this, we have a new Deimos costume, Bloodless Gunman. Look at that mask, that is so cool. It might not be your thing, but I love Deimos personally, and that crow mask, it looks like a plague doctor mask or something. I'm really into it. Like I say, I love Deimos, and I'm about to get baited here. This is definitely pre-anniversary bait, you know? So be careful with that gem stash. Anniversary is right around the corner. You are going to want the costumes on that banner. Be ready for it. Make sure you have enough to pity that. This is definitely for whales, for PvP addicts, and you know, maybe you just have a ton of extra gems and you want to throw some YOLOs, or maybe go for that half-price pity we have now. So let's take a look at his kit. The most obvious thing is the 40% timed agility. And this is the first time we've had this since Frac Noel. Of course, we have this on two EX costumes that aren't so useful anymore. Frac Noel is still being used. So maybe it's relevant to talk about how they compare. Now notice that up in the corner there, this Dimos costume has a base agility of 1100 instead of 1000, just like Abstract Yuri. And that's so cool. So we have the 40% timed agility with a higher base agility. And it seems at first glance that, like, well, he's going to be the fastest costume in the game. And it technically is true. But here's something very sneaky that you might not have thought of. Noel's rank agility bonus is way higher than Deimos. So when the devs chose to raise Deimos's base agility up to 1100, it really just kind of puts him on more of equal footing as Fractured Noel. It is technically higher, but when it's within a certain amount, whether 100 or 200, I don't know the exact number, but the amount is less than 100. It's not a guarantee that he's going to go first if they are built the same exact way. Of course, you could slam more agility on him, pair him up with, Sino Saryu and Bloody Gale to make him, as fast as possible. Now, here's the other thing. Whirlwind Pursuit. Third costume to get it. It's an extremely strong passive, and it makes so much sense because what is he going to be using in Arena besides the subjugation gun? It's a wind weapon. And we know that New Year Yuri just came out, and she's extremely effective in Arena. I think the whole thing was, maybe the devs saw how much she was being used in Arena. They're like, wait, she's supposed to be a PvE unit. Here, use this instead. Maybe. But the drawback here, the thing I'm worried about, again, I'm so close to getting baited here, but the thing I'm worried about, look at his base attack at A0. So if you only get one copy of him, his attack is going to be 5,500. And he might, act first. But if it comes out and does a 3-chain or less, he's getting no damage bonus. And with that base attack, it might not be enough. So he might not be strong enough in AA. Unless you get some nice awakenings, you'll also get that training passive as the third passive to help with that chaining. But mainly the awakenings to boost that base attack up. But here's the deal. If he fails in AA, one thing's for sure, his skills are going to do a ton of damage with that Whirlwind Pursuit. All right, those are my thoughts on Deimos. Let's plunge forward and take a look at his weapon. All right, so we have yet another Arena main hand weapon here with skill cooldowns at 14 and 15. And this is the more updated version like we saw on New Year Marie. We have a 4-hit and a 5-hit skill. And the extra passive is training. That helps with the fact that we're trying to get 4 chains out of him, but it's still an RNG nightmare, and it's not ideal. I would have loved to have seen like a Tempest boon there. Of course, we do have the 3-wing pistol for that. That's a weapon I like to use in my subs. On my gunner builds in Arena. So in any case, maybe you want to use New Year Yuri and the new Deimos, then one of them can use this weapon, and then the other one, the subjugation gun, of course. So attack stat, decent, not groundbreaking, but pretty cool Arena gun here. Moving on, we have a new two-hand sword with that juicy combination of passives, Tempest Boon and Tempest Haste. Only a few weapons have this, and maybe you missed them. So this is great. And we have 2 support skills that could help as a PvE main hand. We have a Defense Break and a Wind Crush. So could be cool. Maybe a main hand in Subjugation as a support weapon. We have a lot of options for wind support weapons, but... All right. I like it. I would use it in the subs for sure for that Tempest Boon, Tempest Haste. I love that combo. We also have this 3-star staff. It is what it is. It's a 3-star. It has a Ripper and Attack Break. A very modest Tempest Haste. It's a 3-star. What do you want? Okay, alongside these banner goodies here, we have a new Priet. And she's kind of like a bold vigor costume. Now, this is a 3-star, so, you know, it's one of those cases, if your account is really lacking, maybe you use her. But she does have a Water Crush. And it's okay. She's the 3-star. Even the Fox, the Welfare that we got in Persona collab, has a better Water Crush. And we have a good number of Water Crushes at this point. Abstract Theo. Of course, Fractured Argo is usually the favorites. And, okay, in any case, Welfare Priet, maybe you're just excited. Maybe Priet's your girl and you're just excited to have another costume look for her. In any case, her fists, 3-star weapon. So Liquid Boon, Liquid Haste, cool combo, but reduced amounts. We have an Attack Break and a Defense Break. Again, it's a 3-star. You don't really use these unless your account is seriously lacking. So those are my thoughts on the banner. This Deimos is tempting, you know, and being a Deimos fan and just loving the look of it and then seeing, oh my God, another 40% timed agility unit. I'm tempted to go for that half-price pity. I'm different, though, because I have no problem spending money when anniversary comes to make sure that I can secure that pity and support the game at the same time. That's just me. If you're free to play, you might want to skip. Make sure you're sitting really pretty for the anniversary banner when it comes in a few weeks. It's creeping up on us very quickly. So again, the way he's built, if he's built exactly the same as Freck Noel, he's going to be pretty much neck and neck with her. And we have something we call Agi roll, like which one goes first. If they're close enough in agility values, then it's just the toss of a coin who goes first. But he could be useful to take out those pesky Noels. Maybe you just put some extra agility support on the team if that's what you're going for. Then, how does he compare to New Year Yuri? Well, she's got that Whirlwind Pursuit, but she has way better base stats. And in my experience, even if she comes out with only like a 2 or a 3 chain, she's still just wrecking and taking people out. And if she has a good enough chain, she'll take out Griff, Bloody Griff, before he can cast his gimmick. But something in me just stays excited about this Deimos, and it makes me want to pull. So if I do, I'll make sure to follow up with some type of showcase video. So in any case, use your gems wisely, be wise here, and only pull here if you have a massive surplus of gems, you're a whale, and especially you play a lot of PvP. Because I forgot to mention his character skill here. We have a 4-hit, it's a C gauge, and it buffs his own pursuit and his own weapon cooldowns. Kind of cool. So for example, like let's say in a subjugation knockdown, you pop the character skill and then his weapon skills, and then you can just loop everything again, which is pretty common anyway. And if you have a pretty well-developed account, you're not going to be bringing him as your DPS in subjugation. So it is what it is. As a PvP unit, we don't really care about what the character skill is. So those are the things to consider here. You're probably relieved to know that you can skip him. And again, this is just for completionists and people that are willing to spend, people that really want to perform high in PvP and just have lots of options. Cool, so thanks so much for watching this video. If you like what you see here, throw a like on the video and a sub on the channel. I really appreciate the support, and I'll see you in the next one.